Imagine this. It is the middle of the night and the house is quiet, and then you hear it. That slow, wet, rhythmic sound. Lick, lick, lick. Your cat is at the end of the bed, working away at the same spot on their belly, the same spot they have been licking for weeks. And then one morning you go to pet them, and you feel it. Skin. A patch of fur, just gone. Maybe on the belly, maybe down the inside of a back leg, maybe a raw little strip on a front paw. Your heart drops. You have tried everything. You bought the calming treats. You bought the plug and diffuser. Maybe you even felt a flash of frustration, and then a wave of guilt for feeling it. And the licking just keeps going. If that is you tonight, I need you to take a breath, because you have been looking in the wrong place. And it is not your fault. So let me tell you what this video is really about. What if I told you that in the large majority of cats, this kind of licking is not a stress problem at all? What if the calming treats never worked because they were never going to work, because you were treating the wrong thing? My friends, the real reason your cat cannot stop is almost always something you cannot see. And once you know how to find it, this is fixable. No expensive gadgets, no cone of shame for the rest of their life. Just the truth about what is actually happening under that fur. Let me guess. You are probably thinking, come on, Dr. Lucas. It has to be anxiety. Everyone says it is anxiety. Well, I have some surprising news for you. Hi everyone, I'm Dr. Lucas Aoki, your neighborhood cat vet, and welcome back to the channel. In my exam room, a cat licking their fur off is one of the single most common things I see, and I hear the same sentence almost every week. My cat is just anxious. But here is a number that stops most cat parents cold. There is a well-known piece of veterinary research where cats were brought in for exactly this, for what everyone assumed was stress licking. And when the vets did a full workup, roughly 3 out of 4 of those cats turned out to have a real, physical medical reason underneath. 3 out of 4. Not nerves, not personality, a physical cause. Now I already know some of you are sitting there feeling like you failed. You are thinking, I should have caught this sooner. I let it get this bad. Please hear me. You are not a bad cat parent. Your cat is a small, silent expert at hiding what hurts, and most of them do this licking in private, where you never see it. You are not behind. You are exactly where you need to be. But here is why we cannot ignore it. That licking is a message. Left alone, the skin breaks open, infection sets in, and worse, the thing driving it, an allergy, a parasite, or real pain, keeps hurting your cat in silence. Cats do not complain, they cope. So we have to be the ones paying attention. So today we are doing a complete masterclass on the real reasons behind overgrooming and exactly how to fix it. Grab a pen and a notebook, because I am going to walk you through this the same way I would in my exam room. First, what grooming actually is and the one myth we have to destroy. Then the 4 hidden drivers in the order I check them, from the itch you cannot see to allergies to hidden pain and finally to true stress. And then the simple fix at home. Hit that subscribe button to join our educated cat parent community, and let's dive right in. So let's start with what is actually happening. Grooming is not just cleaning. When your cat grooms, their brain releases a wave of natural feel-good chemicals, a little internal calm signal. In a healthy cat, this is beautiful. A normal cat spends up to half of their waking hours grooming, keeping that coat like armor, waterproof and clean. But here's the problem. Because grooming feels good and soothing, it becomes the go-to response to almost anything that bothers them. Itchy? Groom it. Hurting? Groom over it. Anxious? Groom to self-soothe. So when you see a cat licking a patch bald, you are not seeing the cause. You are seeing the coping. And this is the myth I need to destroy today, with complete honesty. The myth is that overgrooming is a personality flaw, a nervous habit, a stress problem, and nothing more. Let me clear this up with 100% certainty. In most cats, the licking is a symptom of a physical problem first, and only sometimes a behavior problem on top of it. If you only treat the nerves and there is an itch or an injury underneath, you will fail every single time. Here is your first vet warning, and it is a big one. Please do not reach for any human anti-itch medication, and please, please never use a flea product made for dogs. I will explain why in a moment, but some dog flea ingredients are rapidly fatal to cats. Not risky. Fatal. So let's meet the number 1 culprit, and it is the one owners argue with me about the most. Fleas. And I already hear you. But Dr. Lucas, my cat is indoors, and I have never seen a single flea. I believe you. And that is exactly the trap. Here is the science. There is a condition called flea allergy dermatitis, and in an allergic cat, it does not take an infestation. It takes one bite. One. The flea saliva triggers a reaction so intense that the cat grooms frantically at the itch, usually along the lower back, the base of the tail, and the belly. And here is the cruel twist. Cats are such efficient groomers that they eat the evidence. They comb the fleas and the flea dirt right out of their coat before you ever see it. An owner came into my clinic just like this, certain it was stress, and we ran a flea comb through the fur over a damp white paper towel. Little black specks. We added a drop of water, and they turned rusty red. That is digested blood. That was flea dirt. Mystery solved. So here is the correct way. You treat every cat in the home with a proper, veterinary, cat-specific flea product every single month, all year round, even the indoor ones. Now, the massive warning. Never ever use a dog flea treatment on a cat. Many contain a compound in the pyrethroid family, and a cat's liver cannot process it. It causes tremors, seizures, and death, often within hours. If you only remember one thing from this whole video, let it be that. And a budget-friendly tip. A simple flea comb, a couple of dollars, run over a wet paper towel, is one of the best home detective tools you own. Do it tonight. But let's say we have ruled out fleas, and the licking continues. Now we move to the second driver, allergies. Just like people, cats can become allergic to things in their food and things in their environment like pollen, dust, or mold. But cats do not sneeze it out the way we do. In a cat, an allergy comes out through the skin as a deep, maddening itch they cannot escape. And the pattern is so specific it is almost a signature. A neat strip of thin or missing fur running right down the belly and the inside of the back legs, often matching on both sides. One cat parent told me, "Dr. Lucas, it looks like someone shaved a racing stripe on my cat." That is textbook allergic overgrooming. And if you clicked on this video because you wanted the real reason, listen closely. Because for a huge number of cats, this is it. They are not neurotic. They are itchy in a way they cannot get away from, and licking is the only relief they have. So how do we fix it? This one usually needs your vet, but you are their partner at home. For a suspected food allergy, your vet may guide you through a proper elimination diet, a special limited protein food fed for 8 to 12 weeks with nothing else at all. No treats, no scraps, no flavored medicine. And a wonderful, safe, at-home helper for inflamed skin is an omega-3 fatty acid from fish oil, given from the inside. For an average 4 to 5 kilogram cat, that is a tiny dose, often just a drop or two from a fridge kept pump, and always confirm the amount with your vet. Here is your warning. Do not try to guess the allergy by grabbing a random grain-free bag off the shelf. In cats, the trigger is almost always a protein, like a specific fish or poultry, not the grain, so those swaps usually change nothing and cost you months. Now we come to the driver I most want you to hear, because it gets missed, and it can be the most serious. Pain. Here is something most cat parents are never told. When one spot on a cat's body hurts, they will often groom directly over that painful area, over and over, trying to soothe it. Their instinct is saying, something is wrong right here. So a cat licking the fur off one hip or one knee may be telling you that joint aches with arthritis. And a cat obsessively licking their lower belly may be telling you something urgent about their bladder. There is a common painful problem called feline idiopathic cystitis, an inflamed, burning bladder, and stress makes it flare, and the cat grooms the belly right over that pain. Now here is the single most important warning in this whole video, and I need every one of you to hear it. If you have a male cat and you see him straining in the litter box, going in and out, crying, licking his rear, and little or nothing is coming out, that is a life-threatening emergency. His urethra may be blocked. That is not a behavior issue and it cannot wait for morning. That is an emergency visit right now, tonight, because it can turn fatal within a day. Please put that on your fridge. For the less urgent pain, like a stiff older cat, your vet has safe, cat-specific pain relief, and small changes help, like a warm soft bed and a litter box with a low step in. But please never give a cat a human painkiller. One regular tablet of paracetamol, what many of you call acetaminophen, can kill a cat. Ibuprofen and aspirin too. Human pain medicine in cats are a deadly mix. So now, and only now, after ruling out the itch and the pain, we reach the driver everyone jumped to first. True stress. It is real. It is just far less common on its own than people assume. Some cats genuinely overgroom to self-soothe when their world feels unsafe. And remember, your cat is not a small dog. They are a solitary hunter who needs to feel in control of their own territory. Their inner voice is asking, is my space secure? Are my resources safe? Can I get away if I need to? So the fix is not a pill first. It is building a world that feels safe. Give them height because cats calm down when they can watch from above. So a cat tree, a cleared shelf, or a window perch all lower stress. Follow the resource rule. 1 litter box per cat, plus 1 extra, in separate quiet spots, with food and water stations kept apart from each other and away from the litter. And here is the big one that doubles as medicine. Play. Not a laser dot that never gets caught, which can actually frustrate them, but a wand toy that lets them finish the whole hunt. Let them stalk, chase, pounce, and catch, and then, this is the key, let them win, and give a small meal right after. Hunt, then eat, then groom, then sleep. That sequence is how a cat's nervous system resets. 2 sessions a day, 10 to 15 minutes each. A calming feline facial pheromone diffuser in their main room can take the edge off too. And here is your warning. Please do not just buy a cone and call it solved. A cone stops the licking you can see, but if there is an itch, a pain, or a fear underneath, you have only silenced the messenger. The real problem is still there. I can imagine you might be feeling a little overwhelmed, so let's bring it together. We destroyed the myth that this is just nerves. Then we walked the 4 real drivers in order. Number 1, the hidden itch, fleas, even 1 bite in an allergic cat. Number 2, allergies to food or the environment, with that telltale belly stripe. Number 3, hidden pain, from achy joints to an urgent bladder. And number 4, only after the rest, true stress. Now here is the golden rule. Do not try to fix all 4 tonight. If you change the food and the litter and add supplements and rearrange the whole house all at once, you will overwhelm your cat and never know what actually worked. So here is your simple formula. Start at the top of the list. First, get a proper cat-safe flea treatment on board and run that wet paper towel test. Then book a vet visit to check for pain and allergies. Step 1 and Step 2. The safety net first, the detective work second. It takes minutes to start. And I have to be completely honest with you about where the kitchen and the couch stop, and the clinic begins. If your cat has open, red, weeping, or scabbed skin, if there is a bald patch that is growing fast, or if that belly licking comes with any straining in the litter box, these home steps are not enough, and please do not wait. Your cat needs a professional exam, likely a skin sample and a flea and pain check. And if you are already at that point, you have still done nothing wrong. Recognizing it is exactly the right move. And honestly, the fact that you sat through this entire video, learning the difference between a nervous habit and a hidden itch or a real pain, that tells me everything. Your cat cannot explain what is wrong, but you just spent your evening learning how to listen for them anyway. That is what love looks like. Your cat is lucky to have you in their corner. So before you go, 3 quick things. If this helped, please tap that like button. It helps tell the algorithm that safe, honest veterinary advice is valuable, and it helps this channel protect so many more cats. Then hit subscribe so you never miss our deep dives into your cat's health. And I would love to hear from you. Tell me in the comments, where is your cat licking? The belly, a leg, or a paw? And how long has it been going on? Give me the details and tell me about your cat. I try to read every single comment. And if you have a friend whose cat is licking a bald spot and blaming stress, share this with them. You might just change that cat's life. My friends, give your cat a gentle chin scratch for Dr. Lucas tonight. Stay safe, always trust your instincts, and I will see you all in the very next video.